So you want to be a hot boy. You want to slam your car, get it looking really cool and sporty. How hard can it be to lower your car? Cross that bridge when we get to it. Ow. Ow. How hard can it be? Extremely hard. Extremely difficult. I'm an absolute idiot when it comes to this. I have very, very little mechanical experience. I've changed the oil on a Honda Civic once with help. And today, I'm going to try and install these lovely Eibach springs that are going to drop my car about 35 millimeters. We've also got a bonus delivery that's incoming that may address this area. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you'll see that later on in the video. I'm going to be using only hand tools. I don't own an impact gun. We've got a few things to cheat should we need to. We've got a few things to encourage. This is all basic stuff you can get. And the question is, can I do this entire job myself and actually pull it off? How hard can it be? I guess today we'll find out. I have absolutely no idea how this is going to go. It's currently just before 2 o'clock. If I can get this done today, I will be a very happy boy. I think we should just crack on. Step 1, we've got to get the car off the ground, wheels off, and onto jack stands. Step 1 is already terrifying to me because I've never actually jacked up a car. I have read some guides online. Okay, let's try and do it. So I've immediately encountered my first issue. I can't jack. This is going to be an interesting day. New plan. So since my car is so low and so cool that I can't get a trolley jack under it, I have to first lift it up a little bit with the OEM scissor jack. Then we can use this. We are now scissoring. It's probably a faster way to do it. You real mechanics are probably laughing at me in the comments right now. There is an important step which I have forgotten. I haven't cracked all the lug nuts off the wheels. So once I lift it, I won't be able to get them off. It's a good thing I realised. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. I really have never done this before. Well, hey. I was quite worried about this, but they're not too bad. Oh, that one is a bit tight. All the lug nuts are broken. This is up in the air now, and I have just enough reach. I'm doing a thing. I am actually lifting a car. The jack's extended quite a long way up now. I'm going to get it just under that. Well, since I've pulled that out, the car's not ruined. Very good. I've been really excited for this moment because I saw something really cool on Instagram where people can't get the wheel off, so they go... I am an internet kid, and I learn off the internet. Alright, I'm not going to lie, that was pretty painful, but we got there. All the wheels are off the car. It's up on jack stands. We have access, well, great access actually, to the suspension. I'm going to give the car a little shove. Probably should have done this before I took the wheels off, but... Ooh, that's actually... I'm putting like my entire body weight on that. That's really sturdy. Because I'm a clumsy fucker. So I could just like trip and fall and knock myself into the car. But I think it could probably take me. And just to give you a time reference, it took me about an hour to do all that. So yeah, definitely put aside a weekend if you're doing this for the first time. Right, next step. So do you know what? You see this online and it looks really complicated and scary, but in real life it's actually not that complicated. I mean, this strut is only held in with 4 bolts. There's a 3 and there's the one down here. There's 3 bolts here holding it together. To get to those, I'm gonna have to take off this strut bar. So I think the strut bar is priority number 1. I think my plan here is I'm just gonna start removing bolts and hoping for the best. Let's go. The first part I removed. Very cool. So far, so good. I mean, it's just like a big jigsaw. It's not that hard. Famous last words. Ooh, that bitch tight. We got it. We got it. So these 3 are now finger tight. I think I'm going to leave them finger tight and see what we need to do down here. So basically, to unhook this guy, we just need to unhook those 4, 3 of which we've already done. But the problem is, you then can't take this out because this whole situation is in the way. So I get why people say you need to undo this guy so you can then swing the whole suspension strut out. So we can get these bolts out So then this whole arm becomes loose, I think. Ooh, she tight. She very tight. Okay, I am prepared for such eventualities. Haha! I think this is meant to help. I think that's going to do something. The instructions say, how long are you meant to leave it? There are no instructions. These are meant for men. I'm not that type of dude. I like a bit of guidance. That's the 3/8 ratchet, the smaller one. Just tried it again with the 1/2 inch, the bigger one. Still wouldn't go. I'm a weak boy. There's no way it doesn't come off with this, right? Yes. Guys, I've done a thing. I had plans and they actually worked. I'm way too happy with myself about that. This is a great purchase. That's it. She out. Oh. Ah, you see. Now this whole situation is loose. So the only thing holding this now is this bolt. We need to get a spanner on one side and the wrench on the other side. I've got a spanner from underneath and I've got my ratchet from underneath. And I'm just... oh, bastard. Yeah, it's working. Yes. Now this strut is also loose. You'd be able to finagle this strut of... oh, we have progress. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is exactly as it worked in the videos I watched. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I've done a thing. Ha 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 ha. Right, for somebody who's never worked on a car, I've just taken the suspension off. I'm quite pleased with myself. But if you guys know anything about cars and suspension, you'll know that this is essentially a loaded bomb. If you undo this nut on top, the tension in this spring will shoot this top plate and the spring this way, and it will shoot the shock the other way. So the way to disarm the bomb, spring compressors. These are probably the most dangerous tool that you can use in a garage, and it's my first time ever really working on a car, so fingers crossed, you know, we don't die. I think we'll be okay. I've watched a lot of videos. I'm a sensible dude. So what we've got to do now is we've got to get these spring compressors mounted on this spring, and then eventually, once we've taken the tension out, we can get that nut off. We should be good to go, I think. I'm being very careful not to point it at me or away from me, so it's parallel. So even if it explodes, it's going to go that way and it's going to go that way, no problem. This is exceptionally nerve-wracking, and I'm very aware I have to do these evenly across the two springs. Slowly but surely, it is happening. At some point, this entire spring should move independently of the shock. Alright, this is officially the sketchiest thing I've ever done in my life, but I've tightened the spring down more and more and more and more, way more than I ever thought I would need to, and I finally got it to the stage where it's actually loose. So if you watch right here, see how the spring's moving freely? I think that should mean there's enough tension on it now to not die. We can undo this bolt that's on the top that holds it all together. I've been trying to get this bloody nut off, but it's very difficult because as you try and twist it, the whole coilover twists. So what I've found I need to do is just wedge it like this. Oh yes. Satisfaction. But it is complete. Top nut is off. We have achieved disassembly. We now have a lovely, snazzy Eibach spring. This is one of the front ones. And now we'll just rebuild it. And it does indeed go like this. And then this goes on top. All of these parts probably have names that are important that I do not know. This also goes in a certain orientation. This a silver bad boy, and then it's going to be the nut. I have built a coilover. I have my first significant fuck up. You might notice I've got the entire strut back in, right? And I've gone to put these nuts in. You might notice there's one missing. It's not this one. That's for the bottom of the strut. If you look in here, I've managed to trap it in between the shock tower and the actual coilover. So I've got to take the coilover back out again and do this again. But also, even if I didn't do that, I would have had to do that anyway because I've put the coilover in. I might have forgotten something. Slightly embarrassing, but we move. We do it again. Just to give you guys a real world, it is now 5:30 and I haven't finished one corner yet. I have not even done one corner. Coilover has been built for the second time. Right, so what we're going to do now is feed out. Ah, for fuck's sake. No. Oh, no. You know, all that effort I put in to correct the paint? Yeah. Scratch. Scratch. Big scratch. Fantastic. Well done, Mick. How hard can it be? Clearly very fucking hard. Ah, that's really annoying to get some touch-up paint on that. Oh, we're almost there. Yes. So we've got that one nut in here, but this bottom bit of the coilover can't go here. It's slightly tilted this way. So I think what I need to do is put something through here and just twist it back. Just encourage it. Sounds like I'm about to break the strut tower. For some reason, there's a little gap here which I don't like. Probably because I had to twist. All the bolts are back in. The ones that go through bushings, so these two and the one at the bottom here, you have to have the car on the ground in order to set all the bushings. My cheeky idea, which some other people have done, is I'm just going to jack up this corner and then tighten all the bushings. I don't actually want to take it off the jack stand. I just want to compress this side. The reason this is important with MX-5s is because these bushings in here, and in the bottom, if you don't do this, when you set the car down, it's going to ride really high because the bushings are twisted in a way that they don't want to be. So you have to put them in like a neutral position before you tighten them all down. So I have actually bought a torque wrench. So I've got a list here of all the torque settings, and the upper control arm bolts are 62 to 72. So we'll call that 70. Oh, that's quite tight, isn't it? There we go. Oh. There it is. One corner done. Now you could put the wheel back on, but I've got 3 more wheels to do. Just to give you guys a view, time is now 6:30 and I have completed, officially, one corner. I'm going to crack on with the other side of the front, which you don't need to see because it's going to be the same as this. And then I reckon tomorrow we'll be tackling the rear. So it's now 9:20. The sun has set. I've just finished putting the strut bar back on. It's all on there solid. I am very, very tired. I have a brand new appreciation for mechanics. Maybe as you do this more often, you get quicker, but it took me 8 hours to do this. And I've only done half the car. My back is absolutely finished, and we're nowhere near done. It was an extra bonus nightmare, which was this sound tube. I had to basically remove the whole thing, so I had to unbolt it from the firewall, unclip it from here, unbolt it from here, which is a bolt I forgot to put back in. That's got me worried now. How many other bolts have I forgot to put back in? I guess we'll find out. I haven't had the end result visible yet. I haven't seen it, so at the moment it just feels like misery. But I know when I experience it and see it and it looks amazing, it's gonna feel really good. So I'm just holding on to my plans of that moment. All right, let's move on to the next day. Day 2. Today is the day of rear suspension. The work on the rear end actually starts in the boot because I've got to remove all of these plastic panels to get to the struts that are behind here. And this means plastic clips, these little stupid things. Remove the carpet first. Ow, that hit me in the face. And I broke one already. Got the carpet over there. Okay, that was less painful than the other one was. But hey, when something actually works, it is very satisfying to do these jobs. I've broken my trim tool. What a bastard. That's some serious... Yeah. Okay, progress. I removed the little metal plate. That's over there. And now we can actually see the tops of the struts. So that's one. There's a bolt all the way over there. There's a bolt that's a bit closer. And on this side, we've got the fuel pump in the way. There's also a third bolt on both of them that goes in from underneath. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. This is the most scuffed thing I've ever done. Got my smallest wrench, which gets me the right height. But then I don't have enough leverage. So what I'm doing is this. If there's real mechanics out there, you're probably absolutely losing your mind. Please tell me how I could have done this better, because it's impossible. Look at the number of fucking tools. At one point, I had a breaker bar in here trying to... So this baby one is actually kind of useful. It helped me get that bolt out and that bolt out. Really cool, right. Both of those bolts are out. Both of those bolts are out. Everything else is going to happen from underneath. This one really almost broke me. Look at my search results. I've been looking at impact guns. This bolt so far was the toughest one of the entire thing. This is just such a bitch. This was completely stuck. In the end, I managed to do it like this and use the leverage right at the end to just crack it open. It's now going. It's still really hard, but it is going. I've been on my back. We got that bolt out. This bottom bit needs to go all the way out, and I just can't get it to go. Right, I've got to shout out a friend of mine called Loose Fab. If you're really into like project cars and especially any type of fabrication, you got to go and check out this dude's channel. Gave me some advice because I felt like I was really stuck. So he told me the reason it doesn't move might be because there's tension in the suspension. So he recommended I actually jack up this corner of the car, which I've now done. The problem I now have is when I push this shock, it's gonna release its tension and it might do a little ba-ding. So I'm a little bit scared. Let's see what happens and hopefully we don't die. Oh, that scared me. Okay, we're good. We did it. The only thing holding this in, bolt out. Yes. Right, I see now why people remove the sway bar. As always, I'm trying to make it easier for myself by skipping steps, and all that actually does is make the whole thing more difficult. Can't get it out because all the arms are in the way. I can't remove this sway bar end link because it's completely seized. You can see how much WD-40 I've used. So what I'm trying to do instead, you can just see back there, is I'm going to take this arm off, and I'm hoping, even with the sway bar still connected, it will give me enough movement so I can take this shock out. That is an alignment bolt, so I've ruined my alignment now. I was going to get an alignment anyway, but that's officially ruined. I've spent my whole day crawling around on the fucking floor. It is now just starting to come out. Oh my god, I might have done it. And this is now free, which should mean I've got enough space. Oh my god. I've fucking done it. Why is that so phallic? Stop pissing me off! A lot of finagling later, and it's out. It's finally done. Do you know what? I've been thinking about the fact that it's now like 6 o'clock, you know? It's getting towards the end of another day, and I'm still on only the 3rd corner out of 4, and thinking, to pay a mechanic to do this would have cost me about, I don't know, 150, 200 quid. Every normal person in the world that doesn't want to film a YouTube video about this, if you just want your car to be lower, recommend not doing this yourself. Yeah, to be perfectly honest with you, I can't wait to be done with it. It's already loose. I'm good to take this out now. I officially admit defeat. I can't get this bolt off the top of the coilover. I've tried the breaker bar. I've tried WD-40. I've tried absolutely everything. I cannot get it off. So I'm calling it a day. It's almost 7 o'clock. I'm absolutely shattered. I've had enough. I've ordered an impact gun. It's coming tomorrow. We go again tomorrow, I guess. I'm gonna wait for my impact gun to come, and then I'm gonna continue this. I'm done. I'm done. Fuck hand tools. Maybe I'm just a weak little bitch. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys with a big breaker bar could get that off. I did it on the front, so you saw me do it, but that is just stuck. I give up. I submit to defeat. It's not gonna happen. Oh, I've officially had enough. I'm done. Fuck this shit. Seriously, fuck this shit. I've been sat on that little tiny fucking chair and on crawling around on the floor for fucking 8 hours. It's enough now. Done. Fuck this. No thank you. Goodbye. See you on day 3. Day 3. Only good vibes today. I am manifesting success. This came in the post today. Shout out Amazon, by the way, because I ordered this yesterday evening at like 8 o'clock. 1 o'clock today, it was here. We're gonna do this. We're really gonna do this today. There's no way I can be defeated now. I have the cheater. I should be able to put this on here, press the button, and it will come apart. Fingers crossed. Yes! Oh my god. It actually worked, guys. Do you know what? Life is paid to win. Go on Amazon, spend, this is pretty pricey. I think it was like 120 quid or something. But you swipe your credit card, and suddenly, everything becomes easier. Fuck me sideways. Do you know the number of bolts? That bolt down there that goes through that thing, I was fighting with it for like an hour. I bet you if I just put this on it and went bop, it would be done. Oh my god. Those couple of presses would have taken me like half an hour with the fucking stupid hand tools. Nothing will stop me today. So in the video, that will probably look like it took the same amount of time as it did with the hand tools. Because I'm not going to leave me doing this for 25 minutes in the video. They call me the coilover builder. Good. Oh, this is going all a bit too smoothly for my comfort. I could take the impact and go brah, but I won't. Good. Okay, so now I've got to get this back inside. Coilover in. It took some, finagling. We have good progress. I've jacked up this corner. This is now on. This is now on. I do kind of wish this impact was a bit smaller. Maybe I didn't need to buy the fucking biggest one. That's this whole side basically done underneath. Just got to put in these nuts. Ha 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 ha. I'm a child. I had that all organised so neatly too. Is that autistic or what? I just put it all back in the right place. Good. There's probably a correct torque setting, but I'm just gonna fucking send it. So I obviously didn't film the other side, but I've dismantled the last coilover. I'm about to do something really satisfying. The last spring. That was a great analogy for how this whole project has gone. It's coming towards the end of the 3rd day, and all 4 corners are done. I should now be able to put the wheels back on and put the car on the ground. If I haven't fucked anything up, which is definitely a possibility. I bet I'll drive it to there and the suspension will just collapse and... Alright, moment of truth. Ah, here's to hoping that this actually works. It's pretty good. It almost looks a little lower in the rear than the front, but I think that's because I messed up the alignment bolts, and I've now got a significant amount of camber at the back. I think the front looks just about perfect. I did a thing. I lowered my car. It took me 3 days. I'm really excited for when we get the bigger wheels on as well. They're just going to come out a little bit wider. Should look a bit nicer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you ready? Ho, 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 ho. 3 days of fucking about with suspension, 3 weeks of waiting for wheels, alignments that it's taking to get to this stage. And I finally had the moment. Finally feels worth it. I think all the effort is paid off. The fitment is perfect. I think the front and the rear wheels look about as even as they can. What do you guys think of the Bolas? They're super light. I couldn't believe how light they were. 16 pounds for a larger wheel. I think the blue and the silver work absolutely beautifully. I'm a happy boy. This is exactly what I had in my head when I started this whole project, and now we're actually here. So I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I've got a big smile on my face. Car drives phenomenally. Just wanted to draw attention as well. Look at the alignment. Look at that. No longer is the front tyre standing completely straight and the rear tyre's like, wow. It's really good. And we're driving. Doesn't feel significantly different to standard, actually. I would say it's the slightest hair more bouncy. But look, the steering works. The wheels haven't fallen off. Still drives like an MX-5. I don't quite trust it yet, because I did it. Which is a weird feeling. But it's similarly comfy to how it was before. It's not too bad at all. Perfectly livable. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to maintain that slightly floaty character that the MX-5's got. I think I've achieved that. I'm well chuffed with myself. Do you know what? That project was hard. It was long and it was stressful and difficult and challenging. But I feel like now I've come out the other side. I've got a car that looks awesome. I think I might have successfully done a thing here. My name is Mick. I drive cars. Peace.